I'm going to talk you through today the Horizon X range of Matrix reels, and in particular when to use a certain size of reel and my reasoning behind doing this. So we have three reel sizes in the range: a 3000, a 4000 and a 5000. All of the reels are produced in the same material, which is a plastic carbon reinforced body. They all come with a single and a double handle, and each reel has a specific size spool to work with that body and rotor. So the first reel that I'm going to talk about is the Horizon 3000. This is my go-to reel for pretty much all of my fishing, whether it be on a commercial or on a natural venue. The reel lends itself perfectly to waggler or feeder tactics. The gear ratio of the reel isn't set too fast, so again you can use it for light feeder work or all your waggler tactics. Personally, I use this reel on a variety of rods ranging from a 9-foot bomb all the way up to an 11-foot feeder. I think anything longer than an 11-foot feeder, you need a slightly larger reel to help balance the rod a little bit more. On all of my reels, you'll notice I have a single handle. This is just personal choice for me. I've always preferred using a single handle. I feel that for me it balances the reel a lot more. So it's really important when you're choosing the size of reel to think about what size of rod you're using and what terminal tackle you're using. So for me, the most important thing when I'm picking a reel is not the size of the fish that I'm catching, it's the size of the feeder, the size of the rod, or the distance that I'm going to be fishing. The 4000 lends itself perfectly to all medium feeder fishing work. The reasoning behind this: you have a bit of a lower gear ratio, which means you have much more cranking power when you're winding the feeder back from distance, or if it's a heavy feeder or you're fishing on a river where there's a lot of flow. You also have a much larger handle, which again lends itself to pulling a big feeder back from long distances. And the largest and final reel within our range is the 5000. This really is a specialist tool, and it's something that doesn't come out of my bag very often. But if you're looking to cast a feeder a long way, or you're fishing a big powerful river where you're fishing really heavy feeders, this is a perfect tool for the job. It's ideal when you're pairing it up with the 13-foot distance rods all the way up to our 14-foot distance rods. You have an oversized spool which makes casting a doddle, and this really is the reel. If you want to cast to the horizon, you've got to have one of these.